Once upon a time, there lived a poor man who had 12 children and worked day and night in order just to feed them. Thus when the 13th came into the world, not knowing what to do in his need, he ran out into the highway, intending to ask the first person whom he met to be the Godfather. The first person who came his way was our dear God, who already knew what was in his heart, and God said to him, "Poor man, I pity you. I will care for your child and make him happy on earth." The man said, "Who are you?" "I am God." "Then I do not wish to have you for a godfather," said the man. "You give to the rich and let the poor starve." Thus spoke the man, for he did not know how wisely God divides our wealth and poverty. Then he turned away from the Lord and went on his way. Then the devil came to him and said, "If you will take me as your child's godfather, I will give him gold and all the joys of the world as well." The man asked, "Who are you?" "I am the devil." "Then I do not wish to have you for a godfather," said the man. "You deceive mankind and lead them astray." He went on his way, and then death came to him and said, "Take me as your child's godfather." The man asked, "Who are you?" "I am death, who makes everyone equal." Then the man said, "You are the right one. You take away the rich as well as the poor without distinction. You shall be my child's godfather." Many years later, after the boy came of age, his godfather appeared to him one day and asked him to go with him. "You shall receive your godfather's present. I will turn you into a famous physician. Whenever you are called to a sick person, I will appear to you. If I stand at the sick person's head, you may say with confidence that you can make him well again, and he will recover. But if I stand at the sick person's feet, he is mine. Beware of using this power against my will, or something very bad will happen to you." It was not long before the young man had become the most famous physician in the whole world. Now it came to pass that the king became ill. The physician was summoned by the princess and was told to say if a recovery for her father were possible. However, when he approached the bed, death was standing at the sick man's feet, and so no one on earth would be able to help him. "If I could only deceive death for once," thought the physician, looking at the lovely princess as she was crying in pain and sorrow. "He will be angry, of course, but because I'm his godson, he will shut one eye. I will risk it." He therefore took hold of the sick man and laid him the other way around, so that death now was standing at his head, and so the king recovered and became healthy again. However, death came to the physician, made a dark and angry face, threatened him with his finger and said, "You have betrayed me. I will overlook it this time because you are my godson. But if you dare to do it again, it will cost you your neck, for I will take you yourself away with me." Soon afterward, the king's daughter became seriously ill. She was his only child, and he cried day and night until his eyes were going blind. Then he proclaimed that whosoever rescued her from death should become her husband and inherit the crown. When the physician came to the sick girl's bed, he saw death at her feet, threatening him with his lifted hand. He understood his godfather's warning, but since he first met the beautiful princess, his heart belonged to her alone, so the prospect of saving the life of his true love and to become her husband made him throw all thoughts to the winds. He lifted up the sick girl and placed her head where her feet had been. Her cheeks immediately turned red, and life stirred in her once again. Death, seeing that he had been cheated out of his property for the second time, seized the physician so firmly with his ice-cold hand that he could not resist, and led him into an underground cavern, where thousands and thousands of candles were burning. "See," said Death, "these are the life lights of mankind." "Show me my life light," said the physician, thinking that it would still be very large. Death pointed at a little stump that was just threatening to go out and said, "See, there it is." "Oh, dear Godfather," said the horrified physician, "light a new one for me. Do it as a favor to me, so that I can enjoy my life and become king and the husband of the beautiful princess." Death pretended that he was going to fulfill the wish of his godson, but with a turn of his hand, he let the life light fall down, and it went out. Hey, what's wrong? The story wasn't that scary, was it?
Well, it's just that we think we heard some strange noises outside.
Nonsense! But if it comforts you, I will take a look out of the window.
So, did you see something?
Well, as I said, nothing to worry about.